Yeah, we up.
All right. Shalom.
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 First and foremost, before we get started, we'd like to give our praise, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem,
Hashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushua,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Chakadash,
Chakadash.
and double honors as always to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who were well and who taught us truth. And this is the brother from GMS Nashville back at you again with another lesson. And as well as it is still the Sabbath, so Shabbat Shalom as well. And today it'll be entitled America Babylon Will Eventually Fall, because we're seeing a lot of things unfolding here, and at the same time you got individuals who believe that America is going to continue on, that Babylon the Great is going to continue on. But according to prophecy, according to the words of the Lord Yahweh Shai, America, Babylon will eventually fall. Whether it be, now, tomorrow, whether it be 2 years from now, 10 years from now, America, according to the scriptures and according to prophecy, will eventually fall. So, Lord willing, again, it is edifying. So, you got it, Lloyd.
Yeah, so there's this game called Far Cry 5 that I play. Some other brothers played it. And so basically it's about a cult. They take the scriptures and they twist it to their own benefit, and they're Edomites. And so, ironically, the brothers' names are John, Jacob, and Joseph, right? So the oldest brother named Jacob, he's a military vet, and he's the toughest one, so to speak. And he quoted something, when you get ready to kill him at the end or after you defeated him. So I'm gonna get this quote. It says, basically, his brother was the top prophet, so to speak. He was the head of the cult. So I'm gonna start right here, and this is from Villains Wiki, or Wikipedia, right? It says, "My brother saw all this coming. I don't know if he talks to God. That doesn't matter. He was right. Humanity is once again in crisis. It doesn't matter what we build or achieve, we will always find a way to break it down." He says, Babylon, Rome, empires rise, empires fall. America, we're no different. We think we're indestructible, and America isn't indestructible. And real quick, let me get my camera right back on. So real quick, Psalm 49 and 11, it says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name. So yeah, their inward thoughts that they're going to continue, and that's part of their pride, because what Esau even thinks is like, this is it. This is going to be forever. They're going to rule. They think the Most High is like unto him, and they're wrong. Y'all got it.
Yeah, because that's really predictive program. They're telling you what is about to happen before it actually happens. He said that America, Babylon, or Babylon and Rome fell, and then it says America is no different, showing you that they're two peas in a pod. They come right with each other, man. Showing you that they know what is about to happen.
Yeah.
And it's written in the scriptures. They bring out. You said that they bring out scriptures all the time in that game.
Yeah, it's they take the scriptures, quote scriptures, but they twist it.
So they telling you what is about to happen before it actually happens, man. Which is beautiful, man.
They quote Revelation. They quote Revelations 6th chapter about the Salaki real quick. Yeah, it's Revelation 6 and I think it's 4. They quote that a lot.
The red horse.
No, yep. And that's what's happening in the game. Esau, Edom, they're killing each other. They took peace, because really, Far Cry 5 deals with Americas in Montana. So that's why he said that. And they in the game is about the incoming. But this cult, they don't believe on the Lord, so to speak. They have somebody set up, which is a younger brother's name is Joseph. Then you have John seed, and their last name is Seed. So you got Jacob seed, John seed, and Joseph seed. And so all this is taking place in America. But yeah, they always call Revelation 6 and 4. And that's them, the red horse.
Bam.
You got it, Yeah, come. This is Jeremiah 51. I'm gonna start at verse 7 and read down to 9. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain? If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reaches up unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies.
It said that her judgment reacheth up even into the heaven. It said we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. There's no healing in this place, America. You can put whoever you want to in office. You can put Trump, Kamala, Obama. It don't matter who you put in office, man. America will not be healed, and America will not rise from the ashes, man. Just as Rome did not rise. Where is Rome today? Rome is not here. But America is a revival of the Roman Empire. But when you look at Rome back then, it fell. And America is no different. Just like the quote said, America is no different. What makes America different from Rome, from Babylon, from Assyria, from the Medo-Persians, from the Sodom and Gomorrah, from when they was trying to build the Tower of Babel? What makes them different? They're not different because each and every one was promoting wickedness and trying to uplift wickedness and ungodliness, man. America is no different. So these people think that America, just because it's America, that just because they're doing wickedness, that the Lord is going to judge them, man. But the Lord is about to judge America very soon, man. As it's title, will eventually fall. America will eventually fall. You got something else you want to add, you call?
Oh no, I mean pretty much hit the nail on the head. There's no healing in this place. They're essentially trying to put a band-aid on a double barrel, gunshot wound.
Yeah.
All right, it's just not going to work. There's no healing in this place. That's why that notion, okay, which we know by now is demonic. Because there was who was it? A brother did a lesson on it, going in, and it was this dude website, and he was going into MAGA and how that has like a demonic tie to it or something like that. Is a part of the it's like a satanic church. It's actually not a phrase, but it's something in there. You would have to see the lesson. Lord willing, if I remember. But that's Trump's whole thing. That's why they're looking at Trump as the savior and the one that's going to bring America back to that, that status. Which you had to ask, when was America great? Right. Which really is, really fucking never, because this place always sucked. But ultimately, we know it was during the time of when we were in that hardcore bondage. When they had the full control of everything. Yeah. So they're trying to go back to that state, but the scriptures speak about this being our last captivity. So that's not going to be a thing. That's not scriptural. You know. So this it's just gonna fucking fall. But y'all got it.
I got, since you said something about the witchcraft, basically Isaiah 47, and I'm gonna start at the top. I'm gonna jump around. Hebrew Hostage, right? It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon," which the dust represents confusion. It says, "There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, but thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." And this is America, Babylon the Great. I'm gonna jump around a little bit and get the main point that I want, because you was talking about the enchantments. We know that America, Babylon the Great, is ran by sorcery, wickedness, Satan ultimately. So I'm gonna start at verse 10. It says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me, and the Lord sees you. The eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun." So the Lord sees everything, beholding the good and the evil. So he sees what you're doing. And secrecy is damn, I'm gonna say secrecy, right? Is basically like a weapon to the elites. That's what they hold their power in. Darkness. Don't nobody know what we doing. You know, it says thy wickedness, not wickedness, like thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. It says, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am.
Did he freeze?
Yeah, I think you froze.
Y'all,
You froze, brother.
my
Frozen
back.
again.
You back?
Yo,
Um,
shit, what did he just grab? I can read it.
You hear me though, right?
I've I didn't hear what he had grabbed.
Okay.
My shit ain't working either. But
Talk to all you.
while we're waiting on the brother to get back, cause I'll just get this real quick, cause as the title says,
Oh,
America.
Salaki,
Yeah,
real quick, because since I brought that up, I found it. If I could bring this out
yeah,
for the MAGA thing, so because I looked up Church of Satan, um, and I'm on Wikipedia. It says the Church of Satan is a religious group that encourages people to accept their human nature and build their ego, as it is told in the Satanic Bible. So ultimately, rely on the flesh, which they say they don't believe in Satan or God. Satan is just a symbol of freedom and the ego, but that's literally Satan right there. Ye should not surely die. But this is what it was. The membership. So jumping down, which like I said, you can look this up. It's on Wikipedia. But you can go to the actual website too. But it says, damn, I just had it. Okay, here we go. The priesthood. So it says members of the priesthood have the titles priest, priestess, magister or magistra, or magus/maga. So MAGA, make America great again. And like I said, this is that's the title of a high level uh, uh a high level priest, in the Church of Satan. Okay, and
mm-hmm.
you had to look at what Trump is pushing. He's pushing MAGA. So he's a high level priest. He's a very demonic individual. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Nero. But I
Yeah,
just wanted to bring that out because I was actually able to find it.
I got what he was bringing out at the time. He was going
Okay,
into the
come.
witchcraft that
Yeah, come.
America has been pushing forth, and just like in the time of Egypt, because Egypt they trusted in their witchcraft and their sorceries when Abraham and Aaron was bringing out, the snake and the river turning into blood. They would bring forth their sorcery and their witchcraft, so that the people would say, "Oh well, there is a reason behind all that, man."
Yeah,
And that's the same thing
you talking about
that
doing the
America does today.
Moses and shit.
Yeah, or
Yep.
not. Who did I say? Abraham. Slaggy.
Abraham, yeah, Moses,
Moses in
yeah.
there. Slaggy.
Nah, you
So
good, you
yeah,
good.
yeah. They was bringing out the same stuff back then, and they're gonna they do the same shit now. Well,
Right.
there's a reason behind all that, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can keep going, lawyer.
Oh, did y'all read it? Which one did y'all
No, I
read?
didn't bring. I was just reinstating what you're saying, recapping.
Oh, okay. Isaiah 47 and 11. It says, "Therefore shall evil come upon thee; thou shalt not know from whence it riseth." And if y'all want to, input, y'all can. It
You got
says,
it.
"And
Yeah.
mischief shall come upon thee; thou shalt not be able to put it off." So you ain't gonna be able to stop the judgment that's coming to you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it says, "And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know." And so that's that First Thessalonians 5. When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh. Y'all not gonna know when the destruction cometh. The Lord's gonna just have it happen. You're gonna think,
Yeah.
it's a peaceful time. Ain't nothing gonna happen, but the scripture says otherwise. Y'all
Yep.
gonna be in a state of confusion when the Lord bring that destruction. You know, when the calamities fall upon you. You know, but the
Mm-hmm.
signs have been there. The prophets are here to tell you the signs to say, hey, hello, y'all in the matrix, so to speak. Wake the fuck
Yeah.
up, and be telling Israel to wake up. Because Zion dwells within Babylon, or dwells with the daughters of Babylon. Like I says in Zechariah. We are here. It says, "Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from the youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. It says, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. So, and hey, when that proves that Babylon don't deal with, like how they say, God, they don't deal with the God that you think of, the Bible. They don't deal with the God of the Bible, they deal with Satan, witchcraft, sorcery. That's their power source.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the dollar. Look at the way how society is ran. That would tell you that this ain't no godly society, And so, what do they have to turn to? It's Satan. It
Yeah.
says, and here goes the punishment, verse 14, which also a handful of the scriptures go with Revelation 18. Where it talks about how in verse 10 it says, your mindset, it says, that wisdom and thy knowledge, it have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. And that's the same thing right here, real quick, in verse Revelation 18:7. It says, how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, and America has lived deliciously. That's why you don't think nothing's going to happen to your dumb ass. It says, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I am a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. So, hey, ain't nothing going to happen to me. I'm the chief country. Ain't no other country right beside me that can rule with me. I'm not going to see no sorrow. I ain't no widow. Hey, the Lord got you in the trip bag. And this is the mindset of you Edomites here in this country. I'm gonna go back to Isaiah 47 and 14.
If
I'm
I
gonna let
may,
y'all.
real quick,
Yeah, go ahead.
because you said that's the mindset of the Edomites, and as it says in John 8:44, year of your father the devil. So you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have Israelites, 2/3 of the nation Israel, as well as the rest of the wicked Israelites who are following after, the ways of Esau, and they're gonna be like, okay, well, yeah, Esau's right. They're gonna be like, well, because Esau
Mm-hmm.
gonna come up with their science, their mathematicians, their money schemes. Okay, well, there's a reason behind all this. Israelites
Mm-hmm.
is gonna fall for the okey doke. Because what does it say in Isaiah 13? Everyone that shall be joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So you're gonna have Israelites who believe in what Esau is saying. When
Mm-hmm.
Esau is gonna bring forth nothing but lies and deceit to try to hide their own wickedness, and
Mm-hmm.
Jacob gonna follow right after, man. You
Yeah.
got it. That's what I wanted to add.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Isaiah 47:14. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor a fire to sit before it. And so, hey, you're gonna be burnt up by the way of what? The ICBM missiles. You're gonna fall harder than any other country has ever failed, or a kingdom. And let me get verse 15. And now it says, thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee. And one of the precepts is Revelation 18 and 11. And it says, I'm gonna start at I'm gonna get the main point. I'm gonna get verse 8 and read down to 11. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. And that goes back to that Jeremiah 50. It says 34. It says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Right. So those different nations that have laid with Babylon the Great took upon her ways, democracy, trading with her, different business deals that they have. But at the same time, y'all gonna shoot missiles on her too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, come on, y'all gonna shoot ICBM missiles and expect this bitch to keep thriving after you shoot the missiles? That shows that the Lord, like I says in Ezekiel, is gonna put that evil thought into their mind. It's like the Lord gonna put a trance on them to be mad. We gotta destroy this place. And then when the bitch is going up in flames, it's like you gonna snap out of it. Now you think about your wealth that you're gonna lose, your prosperity, you know. verse 10, it says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Hey, and that's a quick fall for 1 hour. It says in verse 11, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buys their merchandise anymore. So America is done. Y'all got it.
That was the spirit. I was just about to get verse 11, but you was still reading it. So
Salaki, brother.
no,
You got
you
something
get.
else?
I
Isaiah
got
13.
something going into that. I got a couple going into witchcraft, and then because what we
Okay.
brought up earlier.
You got it.
Real quick, it's two. 1 Samuel 15:23. It says It says for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he have also rejected thee from being king. All right, which going into during the time of King Saul, because he pretty much went off. All right, that's why he lost his spot. But it says rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. And it says here in Exodus 22:18, and I got it in the NLT, it says you must not allow a sorceress to live. So that penalty, for being a witch, being a sorceress is death. And you have to think about it. This whole place, this whole world is heavily guided, okay, based upon witch-like ideologies, demonic, ideologies and things of that nature. Which it goes
Mm-hmm.
into it even more. I'm not going to get all these, but if you want, like I said, look up on Wikipedia Church of Satan, and it goes into it. Talks about the statements and sins, all that shit. But this is what this place is ran upon, man. This place is ran upon wickedness, and the Most High is going to ultimately judge it. And there's not going to be anything left of it. So you won't be able to come back to America, in the kingdom and come visit and say, oh yeah, I remember I lived there when I was 3. I remember back when I was 20. I got my first crib there. You ain't gonna see none of that shit. That's that what's it, that line of confusion,
Yeah.
in the scriptures. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Showing you how much this place is gonna be utterly wasted. And once again, this is all based off of what the scriptures are telling us, man. This ain't personal opinions. We're not saying this just because we hate America. This is what the Lord is saying.
Mm-hmm.
But you got it.
Yeah. Yep. I got this real quick in
Mm-hmm.
Job 14:5, because even though they have all this witchcraft and sorceries going on within society, trying to negate the will of the Lord Yahweh Shemi Asai, it's not going to happen, man. Job 14 and verse 5, seeing his days are determined.
Hey,
No,
can you start at
yeah,
4, Salaki?
yeah. Job 14 and verse 4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one.
Right.
I'm
Now
getting in the
one.
NLT. Yep.
Yo, Kong, yeah, go ahead.
Job 14 and 4 in the NLT. Who can bring purity out of an impure person? No one.
Right. And so who's the most impure person on the planet? Esau
Yeah.
Edom. So here it is. He has a society fully thriving off of that impurity. Okay, because it says in Sirach 10, all right, as the matter the king is, so is the people. So is the nation. So the whole earth is pretty much dumb as hell, and it's been dumbed down because you got a stupid nigga running the planet. And so it said, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. So there's no fixing Esau Edom in his scenario. He was made and created to be the wicked. Can the leopard change his spots? So then what is it? So then they that are accustomed to do evil,
Yeah.
it's in their nature to be the wicked. That's how they were created.
Yep.
You got it, brother.
And like you said, it's their nature. So that will lead to America's fall, because those are the people in rulers today. Those are the ones in power today, as it says in Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So they've been given this world and this earth. Therefore, the end is going to come about through them, as it says in 2 Ezra 6:9. So Job 14 and verse 5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So the Lord has put forth, I'm going to get that word bounds real quick. That word bounds in the Blue Letter Bible, H2705. It says, it says ordinance limit. So he has a limit that he cannot pass. It also says specific decree. It also says prescribed due, a prescribed limit, prescribed boundary. So when somebody prescribes you something at the doctor's office, they say, okay, I'm going to prescribe you 10 pills.
Yeah.
And then you go and say, okay, well, let me get 12 pills. No, that's not your prescription. Your prescription is for you to have 10 pills. You can't have no more, no less.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same. Esau's over trying to say, yeah, well, let me get a few more pills. And then you want the Lord to say, well, I'm going to give him a few more pills. No, the Lord's not going to give him a few more years. Whatever the Lord said that he's going to have until his end, that's what he's going to have. It says again, Job 14 and 5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. He's already received his prescription of how long he's going to be in power and how long he's going to remain in rulership. And once that boundary gets here, there's no going past him, man. There's no giving them a few more years. We'll let him get one more reign. No, it's in. It's it. This is, and we believe that this is that generation where he will fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep. I got something real quick, 2 words, because we said it's in his nature to do it. So I looked it up in the Edamon. It says, just going to jump around a little bit. It says nature, being, principle of life. Now, what's the when you read what's that, Ecclesiastes 12?
Yeah.
I believe 12 and 13.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when it speaks about the whole duty of man, which really is speaking about the Israelite man, is to what? Serve the Most High and keep his commandments, which the elect are doing that. It's in our nature to ultimately still be in line with Yahweh Shem Shai. That's why the Lord has always kept the remnant. And it says hereditary or heredity, birth, hereditary circumstance. And I looked up that word for hereditary. It says transmitted in the line of progeny. So that's, once again, that's in his blood. That's in his, you know, his nature. Okay, that's in his lineup, his buildup, if you will. Is simply to be the wicked, just like the Israelites are made to be, you know, the ones that are righteous. Okay, and that's why when Jake is doing all this off the wall shit, hey, that you're going against the grain. You're going against nature. Our nature is really to serve Yahweh Shem Shai, but Jake thinks they're in the nature of, or they've applied the nature of the Edomites.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord said, ye of your father the devil. You know, the Lord told us not to learn the way of the heathen, but, you know, through this process, which is all part of the story, you know, they think that Esau's way is the right way, but it's not. And they're getting ready to see soon. Jake is getting ready to get a big ass wake up call, man. Esau Edom has failed you completely to the point to he set you up in a trick bag, man.
Yeah.
He got you going off against your power willingly and not feeling any type of remorse about it. And you're gonna receive the same judgment as that nigga. But that was it. I just want to bring it up.
I got some.
anything, Lord?
Yeah, I got some scriptures just to back bro up, and then that. So I'm gonna get this Hebrews 12 and 16. It says, "Least there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau," and you know he's outside the temple. He's a profane person. You know, it says, "Who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright? For you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place for repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears." So, you know, he's outside the temple. He can't do right. You know, he's accustomed to doing evil, and the Lord set him up. So Daniel 4:17, which Also, this deals with Nebuchadnezzar because he's a base man. All heathens, they're the lowest of, they're heathen. They're low people, but Esau is the lowest of them all. It
Mm-hmm.
says Daniel, because the heathens they'll have some form of righteousness. Their society will be ruled, like for instance, Ishmael. Outside of these different error groups. I don't want to say the actual word. I don't know what they'll do with the lesson.
Yeah.
But outside these different error groups,
The
with
teeth.
Esau, the T's, Esau set them up.
Right.
Naturally, Esau society, not Esau, goddamn. Naturally, Ishmael society still has some form of morals,
Mm-hmm.
especially like when I eat pork, the niggas might still eat shrimp, but having their women wrapped up,
Yeah.
even the man, they don't show no types of nakedness. Everybody follows the customs of the ancient,
Yeah.
sort of speak, you know. So Esau, he don't do that. He goes against the grain. So Daniel 4:17, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of man and giveth it to whomsoever he will. So really, when you look at it, the Lord is righteous because he gave all you niggas a chance to rule over his
Yeah.
people because that was part of our punishment. So we understand that. 2/3, they don't understand that. This is,
Yeah.
and set it up over it the basis of man. So the lowest of man, Esau, Edom, the vilest of the earth. He's at the ruling, he's at the pinnacle right now. He's at the top, but he slowly but surely, really fast. He's falling fast. He only been ruling what 200 some years. Which this that's the natural. What's it?
Yeah.
Every kingdom has
The
that
average
time.
lifespan of
Yeah,
what's it called?
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Next 2026 will be 250.
Yeah.
250. Oh yeah, so yeah, 250
We coming
years.
up
So
on it.
hell yeah, but it's righteous. The Lord is righteous because the Lord gave him the Greek Empire to rule, the Roman Empire to rule. Because what? He's not going to have a very much time on the earth anymore. After he served his captivity, he's done. All other nations
Yeah.
will still be here, living, and they're going to thrive up under the Israelites in some form of fashion. They're going to have their ways of living. But Esau, Edom, you're going to be through. Now, your spirit, you're going to go into another nation, be another nation. But as far as Esau, Edom's lineage, he's fucking done. You're finished. Your place is not going to be found no more on earth. These different cities, no more seeing you or your fucking family, your race. Ain't no more of that. And I'm gonna get this Isaiah 13, and I'm gonna get 19. It says, "In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, which is by the way of, at that time it was fire and brimstone.
Yep.
That fire and brimstone is coming back via the ICBM missiles. And back in the brother talks about it never being inhabited, right? You ain't gonna be able to say, oh yeah, that's Tennessee right there. That's LA. No, that shit gonna be done. America is
Yeah.
that lake of fire. So uh, Isaiah 13, uh, 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. Desert creatures and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So Babylon ain't gonna be prolonged. Hey, and that time is near, the time of destruction. Y'all got it.
Yep. You got anything, Joe?
No, that's it.
Kind of. So that was really the point, man. Because America is coming to its end. Babylon is coming to its end, man. And there's nothing that Esau can do about it. There's nothing that his witchcraft can do about it. There's nothing that nobody can do about it. We are at the end, man, and we believe that it is very soon. You got anything else, Lloyd?
That's it.
Con. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit to bind to the fold. And before we end it off, we let it give all praise, honor, and glory to where is due to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.
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 Oh, shit.